Happening now, Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul will appear again in the city of Jamestown this afternoon, and the village of Falconer will most likely cast the annexation vote tonight. That's news now for Monday, August 14th, 2017.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works Studios, where interest-free financing is just a phone call away. This is Morning News Now.
And a happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for starting your week with us. It's around 70 degrees with some sunshine outside. I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Kyle Helis. Our top story, Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul will appear at a meeting at the Rensselaer Civic Center this afternoon.
That's right, Kyle. The Lieutenant Governor will be at an Economic Development Council meeting in Jamestown. The meeting is set for 1 o'clock. Pam Lent, the Director of Communications in Western New York for Governor Cuomo, said that the council will review ongoing projects in the area.
I think it's kind of like a report card for the region in terms of the REDC. So the various members of the council might have questions about, where we are with different projects, how they're going, so forth and so on. The regional strategy kind of varies a little bit from area to area. So for Niagara Falls, it's obviously tourism. In Buffalo, it's advanced manufacturing. Also, that would be true of Jamestown, I would think, to a certain extent. And tourism, obviously, is an important component of Jamestown, too, with Chautauqua Lake being there.
Now, Lent said that council members range from elected officials, educators, and business professionals.
The Village of Falconer's governing body will meet Monday evening to discuss various issues. One of them potentially being the potential BPU annexation. A source close to the situation told our Matt Hummel they expect a vote to either approve or deny the annexation at tonight's board meeting. The town of Ellicott and the city of Jamestown each have to vote themselves within the next month. If the three bodies are unable to reach a unanimous decision, the case will go to an appellate court in Rochester.
On Saturday, WNY News Now spoke with National President of the A. Philip Randolph Institute, Cleola Brown, after a rally in Virginia this weekend culminated in a man ramming his car into a group of protesters. Omar Amenez is in Charlottesville, Virginia, with the very latest.
The man accused of running his Dodge Challenger into a crowd of people, killing a 32-year-old woman here in Charlottesville, is in court today. This as a federal civil rights investigation continues.
People gathered Sunday in Charlottesville to remember Heather Heyer, the 32-year-old woman killed when James Alex Fields Jr. allegedly plowed his car into protesters just one day prior. A motive isn't clear just yet, but according to a Justice Department official close to the investigation, federal investigators may have gathered enough evidence to suspect the accused driver wanted to send a message. The victim's mother describing Heyer as someone standing up for people who needed help.
It was important to her to speak up for people that she felt were not being heard.
Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe stopped at various churches in the area Sunday to talk to congregants about the violent Saturday.
They were Nazis.
Call their names. Call their names.
They don't stand for us. They call themselves patriots. Ladies and gentlemen, they were not patriots. As I said yesterday, go home. Leave our beautiful city.
And the vice president echoing those statements.
We have no tolerance for hate and violence from white supremacists, neo-Nazis, or the KKK.
Now, on the point regarding whether Fields allegedly wanted to send a message, that's important in determining whether this case gets deemed a domestic terrorism case or not, which includes the intent to intimidate a civilian population. Reporting from Charlottesville, I'm Omar Jimenez.
Now, several fruitless attempts were made by our reporters to reach out to various regional hate groups this past weekend, and that was to no avail. Straight ahead on Morning News Now, a man busted for a DWI, but first, here's a look at your Skyline weather forecast. Today, clouds and some sunshine throughout the morning hours. We can't rule out a stray thunderstorm possible this afternoon. Otherwise, we top out near 78 degrees tonight. Some clouds early on. A chance for a thunderstorm still remains. Cooler in the evening with a low near 60. towards our Tuesday, partial cloudiness early with scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon, topping out near 78 degrees. Finally, towards hump day, intervals of clouds and sunshine in the morning, more clouds later on in the day. A stray shower of thunderstorms pretty much possible all week long with a high near 78. This weekend, some rain in the forecast. We'll talk about that tomorrow. More of Morning News Now continues next. The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view. State police say a city man drove drunk Sunday in the town of Kyantone. 67-year-old Abraham Rosenberg allegedly provided a breath sample of .16 after failing numerous field tests. Rosenberg was processed and released with a returnable ticket.
A Falconer man was struck in the head during a domestic disturbance early Sunday morning. Ellicott police say 51-year-old Ronald McLaren Sr. was arrested and charged with second-degree harassment. He was arraigned and released and will appear in court at a later date.
While the North Main Street corridor will be closed from 2nd to 3rd Street starting today, blacktop construction is expected to be finished by Wednesday. In the meantime, if you're planning on driving to areas like Brooklyn Square or maybe the Southside Plaza, you should take alternate routes like Foote Avenue or even Washington Street.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Located in the St. Elmo building in Chautauqua Institution, La Familia Restaurant is more than a restaurant.
So people love the fact that we are committed to the farm-to-table aspect in our produce and focus on sustainability with our seafood too.
La Familia has signature dishes.
Sirloin filet over on the table. Next is our Aegean chicken and cider brine pork chop.
La Familia even has a singing chef. La Familia, fine dining with a family atmosphere. Let them host your special event today. LaFamiliaCHQ.com.
Buffalo's seemingly everlasting streak of bad luck continued this past weekend as newly acquired receiver Jordan Matthews sustained a chip fracture in his sternum. The injury couldn't have occurred at a worse time for a couple of reasons. First off, players and fans alike have yet to fully process the trade departure of Sammy Watkins. Secondly, the injury came as Hall of Famer Jim Kelly publicly compared the Watkins trade to trading Andre Reed. Of course, Reed and Kelly spent numerous years playing together up in Orchard Park. Kelly, however, encouraged Bills fans to stay loyal to the team. Such a feat will be hard, of course, after 17 years of consecutive seasons of disappointment. For WNY Sports Now, I'm Matt Hummel.
Jamestown's newest vape shop is Cloud City, located at 121 East 2nd Street and open 11 to 7 Monday through Saturday. This cool, fresh environment is a great place to hang with friends and vape. Cloud City's expert staff is here to help. Try their in-house flavor, Cloud City, a delicious marshmallow combination, or their flavor of the day for just $3. Whether you're a first-time vapor or an expert puffer, visit Cloud City today.
He got the ball, he just went to the hoop and he shot it.
And as for the star of the show, Tucker Pierce.
I think I feel good. Proceeds from the Battle of the Classes going to the Alex Folk Foundation.
50 years of service and dedication to anything is very impressive. Put your lives on the line for your neighbors.
It's just something that I think people should do. You have to give back to the community.
WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. Well, hundreds took part in a dragon boat race on Saturday, drawing visitors from across the region. Teams from across the region and Chautauqua County gathered in Celeron Saturday, not to look at a Scary Lucy statue, but to race in a dragon boat series. This woman's team's from Pittsburgh. She won the event.
Our breast cancer survivors and sons and husbands and friends, all from Pittsburgh. We came up from Pittsburgh last night and party tonight and go home tomorrow.
Now, to end out a long day of festivities at Lucy Ball Memorial Park, a dredger dropped hundreds of ducks with hopes of raising thousands of dollars. Event coordinator Kelly Hoxma.
So we sold them for $5 a piece, and hopefully we'll be able to give over $10,000 away to two great organizations, the Chautauqua Lake Association and the Sled and Special Hockey Program that is here in Jamestown.
Now, earlier in the morning, a woman messaged WNY News Now's Facebook page with the concern and these photos that the lake weeds would hinder this event. I asked Hoxma about it. She said in years past she was concerned.
Yeah, there's a few clumps, but it's we don't use pesticides and chemicals in our lakes anymore, so it's a little bit more of a challenge than it used to be. Of course, I always stand on the side of safety and not using chemicals, but it is a challenge coming up with another way. I think about it often. I am nowhere near an expert on this subject, but I'm constantly thinking there's got to be something we can do more. But all we can do is support the people who are involved in it and are fighting this battle, and that's what we do.
Now, what's next? Hoxma says she hopes to get even more community involvement next year at this time. Reporting in Celeron, Justin Gould, WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. So when I was there, obviously, on Saturday, so much fun to see all these people out and such a great race. Now, you had a concern, right?
I was afraid that they actually used dragons as the
like
boats.
fire-breathing dragons.
I mean, I was a little concerned.
It's correct.
Safety, honestly.
There were fire-breathing dragons.
There were?
Yeah.
Did you get to pet one?
Very nice. He was green. He had a nice little tan belly.
I'm jealous.
Wasn't there a show about a dragon with a green tan belly?
I don't know. I think there was Puff the Magic Dragon back
Puff,
in the day
Puff.
when we were a kid.
Yeah. So, anyways, so it was a great time on the lake and lots of fun. I think
Looks
a
like
lot of
it.
people from.
Looks like a good fundraiser too, especially when people come up from Pittsburgh. I mean, Pittsburgh's a beautiful city. When you come up here to Jamestown,
And that's the thing. That's where I think we win. We
I
bring
agree.
people in from out of town to come to, obviously like the stuff happening downtown Jamestown, but something like that, it's a bonus. It's absolutely a bonus.
big time bonus for Jamestown.
That's it for today's edition. Of course, as always, we're back here tomorrow. Hope you can join us too.
And make sure you join our social media revolution by following us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For round-the-clock news, you can head to WNYNewsNow.com. That's always where coverage comes first. Have a great Monday.